January 1945, 2 infantry brigades from the Indian Army and a detachment of British commandos were dispatched to Ramree Island, Burma. Somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500 soldiers from the Imperial Japanese Army's 54th Division were entrenched on Ramree. As the Indian and British troops closed in, the Japanese soldiers were faced with 2 options. They could stay and fight, or attempt to flee through the marshes and escape by sea. They decided to flee, but what happened next is a subject of much debate and intrigue among World War II historians. According to one version of the story, only 20 of the soldiers who entered the marshes made it out alive. The rest were eaten by saltwater crocodiles. Saltwater crocodiles can weigh more than 2,000 pounds and have one of the strongest jaws in the animal kingdom. They are also notorious for attacking humans who stray into their habitats. The story of how hundreds of Japanese troops met their gruesome fate in the crocodile-infested marshes of Ramree Island became so widely believed that it was included in the Guinness Book of World Records under the entry for most fatalities in a crocodile attack. A Canadian naturalist, Bruce Stanley Wright, claimed that an estimated 1,000 Japanese soldiers fled into the marshes and only 20 came out alive. Guinness World Records accepted this as fact and began including Wright's version of the story in its annual book starting in 1968. Dr. Sam Willis, the historian and National Geographic host, has investigated some of World War II's most bizarre stories. In 2016, Willis decided to tackle the mystery of the crocodile massacre at Ramree Island. As part of his research, he visited the marshes of Ramree Island and interviewed locals. He also gathered military records stating that most of the Japanese soldiers in question were shot dead by the Allies or drowned in the swamp. Various British soldiers did indeed witness crocodiles devouring the bodies of dead Japanese troops, but Willis ultimately determined that the majority of Japanese soldiers died in combat or by drowning.